Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Big Guy here, and I'm doing a deck profile on my Gravekeeper deck. This deck has been doing really well for me. I've been winning a lot of matches against the current meta, plus the couple decks that are coming out in the new format, like that came out in the new format, like Yosenju's. I've beaten Necklaws with this. What else was there? I forget what else. Infernoids. I've beaten Infernoids. So like this deck pretty much like shuts down quite a few of the meta decks, even like Necklaws. They can't really do anything because like if they want to banish stuff from the graveyard, they can't really do that because Necro Valley just poops on them. Same with Shadows. They can't remove, like, if I get rid of their boss monsters and send them to the graveyard, they can't really do anything because their boss monster's gone. Same with Burning Abyss. They can't really get stuff out of the graveyard with Seer. I know they heavily favor Seer and Graph, but Seer is pretty much like, I've talked to some people and Seer is like their favorite one. Um, but yeah. So I'm going to get started with deck profile. Please like, comment, subscribe. First off, I play 3 Gravekeeper Spy. Spy is pretty much the search of the deck. You search, special summon, get off your effects. Like, it's pretty much the main combo starter. So it just starts all the combos. It's your Will Smith deck. It's the party starter. If you're born in like 1990s or sometime around there, you get that. But no, I play 3 Gravekeeper Recruiter. Recruiter is the floater of the deck. People play only 2, but I like playing at 3 because you get Recruiter into Recruiter, Recruiter into Recruiter, then Recruiter into Recruiter. Like, it's a floater. I don't know why you wouldn't play 3 of like people play like 3 of every floater, but I don't know why people play only 2 of this floater. He's so good. And I set him as a bluff for Spy, just in case. Next up I play 2 Gravekeeper Commandant. Commandant is pretty much the field search of the deck, and when you run out of field spell cards, and you just have him in your hand, you just poke for 21 while Necro Valley's on board. So big hitter, really love him. Awesome. 1 Gravekeeper Nobleman. Nobleman is pretty much the It also gets the party started, because like what you do is like you can summon him in attack mode, which is really dumb. Your opponent can attack over it, goes to graveyard, it special summons a Gravekeeper monster from your deck face down defense mode. So what you usually do is you set him as a bluff. They don't usually attack it once you know they're playing Gravekeepers. And if you leave it set, they're like, oh, okay, must not be a spy, because if it was flip someone already, I would have had a response. So they usually attack into it. I flip it, it's Nobleman. Nobleman gets sent to the graveyard, gets its effects, special summon Spy from the deck, and they have no more attacks. And after that, just start going off and go ham and stuff. Next up we have 1 Shaman. Shaman single-handedly made this deck so much better. You usually summon it with Gravekeeper Spy's effect, special summon in defense mode, and you just sit on it. It is so bulky. It's bulky as shit. Plus, with the amount of Gravekeeper monsters in the graveyard, it gets a bigger ass. Like, this thing can go, like, get so much attack, it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, but it's so good. And it's like a Soul Drain, Malefic Stardust of the deck. It just keeps everything alive and just shuts down so much. Play 1 Heretic. Heretic is pretty much like the guy who can't be killed by anything. If Necro Valley's on board and he's summoned, the only way to kill him is by attacking over him. That's about it. He's 1800 attack. It's not bad. It's really good. And a lot of like confusion from this card for people. Let me just clear it up right now that this card does not get affected by Necro Valley. I did not make that mistake. He says, well, I've made that when it first came out, but I got the ruling. It says on the bottom, if I can focus. Focus, not focusing. Anyway, it says if this card is on the field, this card on the field is unaffected by all card effects as long as Necro Valley is on board. So as long as it's on field, it's unaffected by everything, even Necro Valley. So it's kind of a shame, but still pretty beefy. One Assailant because Assailant is good. One Descendant because Descendant's alright. Not too bad, but he's alright. And one card people when we play. I don't know why they wouldn't play, but I don't know the reason for that effect. It's Dark Armed. I would use this effect to banish to pop a card. I usually use this effect to special summon and start beating over your opponent. And if your opponent somehow gets rid of your Necrovalley, you special summon him, blow up how many ever cards you want, and activate Necrovalley, and they can't do shit. I love this. So that's the monster. There's 14 monsters, I believe. 14, yeah. Time for spells. We have 3 Necrovalley. Necrovalley is just the best card of the deck, hands down. Makes the deck so good because the deck's revolved around Field Spell. 2 Stell. Stell is the Grave Recycler. Like you can't touch anything, but Stell can retrieve whatever you want from the graveyard. It's just so good. I love it. A 2. 1, you don't really see it too much. 2, 3 is just too cloggy. 2 is the magic number. I play 2 Wonder-Wand. I'm gonna bump this up to 3. But in the meantime, I have 2. And Wonder-Wand just pretty much helps you speed up your plays and gets faster. Makes your deck go faster. Gotta go fast. It helps with consistency too. And also another card that helps with consistency. 2 Duality. I play it at 2. I don't really play it at 3 because I want to special summon as well. Like I can stall, but at the same time I don't want to stall. I want to keep my cards alive and just keep doing that. Then I play 2 MST. Staple. Book of Moon, so good. It's a good offensive and defensive card for this deck because you can go awesome offensive with this when you activate it, targeting Spy, flip Spy down, and then you can just start going off. Or you can use defense where like if you don't really have too much, you can just use this and like flip a card face down. Raigeki. Forbidden Chalice. I'm taking Chalice because it's not a card. It's pretty decent, not too bad. Next up for the traps, I play 2 Tomb. Tomb is pretty much the Solemn Judgment of the deck. But like its conditions to get off are like really iffy. Cause you don't it's not really like the card. No one really plays this card like Gravekeeper, so like this card it's pretty much like it's not too expensive. The deck is not expensive at all. Just the fact the hollows I have are pretty expensive. Like even the hollows I have that are, like even the cards that I have hollowed out, if they're at their lowest rarity, like common, they're not expensive at all. This deck is like very cheap. The main deck, at least. I play 2 Rite of Spirit. It's pretty much the monster born in the deck. 2 Deep Prison. 2 Phoenix Chain. I've always liked Phoenix Chain over Breakthrough Skill. I'm gonna be honest here. Phoenix Chain just stops monsters' attack and negates the effect, which is really good. It's not like once per turn. It's like as long as this card's on the field, attached to the monster, then it's just negated. Warning, Bottomless, Compulse, and the 7 tools. That's the main deck. I play 14 monsters, 14 spells, and 12 traps. Done 12 traps, bruh. Oops, let me just put that away. Put that away. 1 second. Anyways, let's get on to the extra deck. I play 1 Black Rose. I'll get to that in a bit. Crimson Blader. I'll get to that in a bit. Stardust Dragon. I'll get to that in a bit. The Synchros will tell you why I play Synchros because I have 1 card in my extra deck. That's a tuner. So I just have these in the extra deck just in case. Like this extra deck, you can use whatever the hell you want. It doesn't really matter what you use. But the extra deck is just malleable to whatever you want. 1 Mech Equip because I do run ranks at level 3s. Levier because I do run rank 3s. Acid Golem because I do run rank 3s. I play Mist Dweller, really good. Anti-Luminescent Knight, really good. Dark Rebellion, really good. Cowboy, Maze Choke, Black Ship, 101, Style Knight, whatever, and Zenmeister. I run Zenmeister because you can use his effect. You can abuse his effect to flip Spy over and then reuse Spy's effect, which is really good. I really love it. Time for the extra deck. I play 2 Flying Sea to stop Burning Abyss. 1 Maxi, so I can keep up with Burning Abyss. 1 Thunder King, so I can shut down Burning Abyss. 1 Trap Reader, if they run Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, like in Cliffos, they run Shadow Imprisoning, or like something like to stop my shit. 2 Forbidden Graveyard, just to stop effects in Graveyard. Yeah, name says it all. Like, your graveyard is forbidden. 2 Disturbance Strategy, just to get the shit out of your hand. 2 Lightning Imprisoning Mirror, because I actually use this against Shadows and Burning Abyss. Because their boss monster is Construct. Construct is light. They can't really use light Construct effect. And they use it against Virgil and Dante, because Dante and Virgil are both light. So it's really good. Soul Drain, self-explanatory. Torrential. 1 Vanities, 1 Summon Tools. This 7 Tools is supposed to be a Vanities. It's a secret rare. I don't really know if you could tell. Yeah, secret rare. I've had 1 Vanities. I just pulled this today. But this 7 Tools is going to be another Vanities, but until I get another Vanities, it's just a 7 Tools. And that's the deck. Hope you guys like it. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.